You know, it's not every week that I jet off to Portugal to test the most kinetic sports car in the world on an asphalt field of dreams. This week I'm driving the Chevy Traverse. I've paid my dues. And I've learned that when destiny calls, answer. The McLaren F1 1992 to 1998 is widely recognized as the greatest sports car of all time, but I couldn't say for sure because I never drove it. This car held the series production speed record 240.1 miles per hour for nearly a decade and won the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1995 against purpose-built prototypes. But back in the day, when McLaren Associates offered a test drive, I had a scheduling conflict. I asked for a rain check, but it never stopped raining. People find out what I do and ask, ever drive the F1? No, I answer. Oh, they say, looking away. Well, that's alright. How's that Traverse? Thereafter I resolved never to miss another technically perfecting, historically significant automobile, regardless of how many luxury hotels stood in my way. The Porsche 911 GT2 RS is all of that and a winged Pegasus too. Based but loosely on the standard issue 911 Turbo S, the GT2 RS joins a select group of six-figure time machines: Mercedes-AMG GTR, Ford GT, and Lamborghini Huracan Performante, built in a few hundreds for collectors, track day enthusiasts and assorted rank posers. The noise-compliant GT2 RS isn't as loud, raw or emotional as a proper race car, like the 911 GT3 Cup model, with a free-breathing flat 6 and 6-speed sequential gearbox. But it's faster, 0 to 60 mph in 2.7 seconds. Officially feels a bit quicker than that to meet quarter-mile time of 10.5 seconds ditto. The top speed is given as an entirely adequate 211 miles per hour. Thanks mostly to a rear wing the size of a coroner's table and a jutting aeroelastic splitter up front, the GT2 RS generates hundreds of pounds of downforce, which I must say feels pretty reassuring when you're sweeping through the Algarve International Circuit's hammer throw T15 at a $120 and +1 G cornering loads. Damn, this thing is fast, I must have muttered 1,000 times. About 2,000 feet later, the car would still be pulling hard past 150 miles per hour when I fired the carbon ceramic retro rockets. The car shed speed with nary a wiggle at 1.5 grams, the brake rotors aglow, tailpipes guttering fire. I could taste sardines from the night before, but the big number, the number that got me on the plane, was 06:47.3. That's the GT2 RS's lap time on the Nurburgring Nordschleife test track in Germany, the record for a street-legal production car. Have a look at test driver Lars Kern's lap in September, but don't forget your Dramamine. It helps to have some context. 20 years ago the pre-production McLaren F1, with world champion Mika Hakkinen driving, notched a 7:11 lap at the rink. That was insane, exulted, ecstatic. It wasn't until 4 years ago that an all-wheel drive starship called the Porsche 918 Spider became the first sports car to break the 7-minute barrier. 6:57. Celestial, unfathomable, titanic. Last year the Huracan Performante, with all-wheel drive and active aerodynamics ailerons, essentially claimed the ring record with a mark of 6:52. Awesome. A year later our test car blew past it by 5 seconds.